Remember that in the various definitions and understandings, we have described, or I have sort of gone through the fact that an LPA receiver is merely an agent, a state agent, an individual, and they act in the very same way that an estate agent would act. So the question how to purchase is somewhat guided by the intention of the banks. Now, if you wanted to purchase a property from an LPA receiver, how would you make the offer? How would you get the LPA receiver to be on your side? I think that is the nature of this question. How to purchase a property, obviously, in the very same fashion that you would make an offer for a property on the open market. Because remember, the duty of care for the LPA receiver is to sell the asset in the market price or the best possible price. Now, once LPA receivers are appointed, even if they are local agents, obviously they realize that there is money to make here, and as long as the bank is getting their mortgage redeemed, any money above and beyond that normally should fall into the lap of the mortgagor. Now, the question is, do LPA receivers act honestly? I would say in the majority, yes, and in the minority, possibly no. But we're trying to find out how you to deal with an LPA receiver to try and buy a property off them. Well, the only obvious course would be to make an offer which is nearer to the market value. If you were looking for a deal, obviously, you could go in asking for a discount, where if the LPA receiver felt they could apply a discount, they may do, knowing that the bank obviously has only an incentive to pay the redemption of the mortgage. But the problem is, it becomes a bit tricky for the LPA receiver to give you a discount where the mortgagor is tied with various mortgages with the same mortgagee. Now, in order to understand this, what I mean to say is that the mortgagor has more than one mortgage account with the same lender, bank. In this, the bank is invoking its all monies charge, and that basically says that the bank has the right collect all the monies from any property being sold. So if a property has equity in it after the redemption is being satisfied, the bank will be interested in having access to that money, because the more money it gets in, it is allowed to write down the other debts, especially if they've got a portfolio of properties with the same borrower, and they know that the overall position may be one of negative equity. So that's one of the main hindrances once you're dealing with an LPA receiver in trying to purchase a property off them, where the LPA receiver may be duty bound to sell it at the best price, because the bank wants to get maximum monies in from the sales so that they are able to redeem the entire amount of borrowing across all of the properties, which is invoked obviously from their legal right under the terms and conditions for the all money charge, or collateral charge as they call it.